murder of King Duncan in Act 2, Scene 2 by Macbeth himself. The scene transitions into Act 3 in the roles of a drunken porter, which himself is conjuring and thinking of different things and expressing stuff. But within the context, he was supposed to permit and allow both Macduff and Lennox to enter Macbeth's castle to wake up Duncan himself. So as a transitional scene, this makes it a very comical approach, or perhaps a very interesting interjection into the entire story of Macbeth. Anyways, let us invite Drunken Porter himself. So you want some context, do you? I must say, during that night I was a drunken man. There's multiple knockings and knockings. And my oh my, was I trying to portray myself as the Devil Porter. Calling in multiple professions, send them back to the place that they live, that they now lie in hell. But knockings later, I had finally come into my bloody senses. Then I let them both in, both Macduff and Lennox, before they were to await the true revelations of what Macbeth has done to poor King Duncan. It was pretty ironic that the nature itself was very crazy. The winds were storming and the nights were too dark. It was as if my portrayal was too significant. Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were a porter of Hellgate, he should have old turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? In with the name of Bezelvov. Here's a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time. Have reckons enough about you. Here you'll sweat for it. Knock, knock. Who's there in the other devil's name? Faith, here's an equivocator that could swear in both the scales against either scales, who committed treason enough for God's sake, yet could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Faith, here's English tailor who come hither for stealing out a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock. Never at quiet. What are you? But this place is too cold for hell. I'll never porter in no further. I thought I had to have let in some of all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. And on and on. The most comical events actually to actually happen in this story. Porter had acted and done so much, made the most weirdest conceptions, like weirdest words and understanding, and it just really goes to show the drunken self that he is. And I mean, I must say, my throat went sore and it went real dry just trying to recite majority of the times. And honestly, it's been a very good experience, and I actually enjoyed the amount of expressions and emotions this porter was able to express during his entire story and such, which is very cool. That's why I really enjoyed it. And I believe that this the Porter Soliloquy, is just masterful at comedy and just, a good break. But also, a way how to interject into or transition into the next scene. It's just really cool.